sound, our PA is not working.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this project is it's a story when you take a group of citizens who don't have nearly the amount of time that they need or the resources that they need, but still can get something done. And we've seen this happen over the last 3 years. That we've taken an idea and have culminating in this event today. We're having this big kid race here and opening up 4.5 miles of Johnston Woods. So this really started 3 years ago, back in June of 2013. Charles Nelson of Trailhead Bike Company had the idea that there's this big piece of land sitting here in South Bradley County that would be a perfect place to build trails. And so Charles and I went to Broad Street United Methodist Church that owned this property, and they welcomed us with this idea and thought, what a great way to give back to the community that has supported this church, has been an active part in this community. So we want to take this land that God has given us, and we want to gift this to the community. And so we're so thankful that Broad Street United Methodist Church has been so open and welcoming to building these mountain bike trails here in South Bradley County. So even though Bradley County has kind of been the gateway to so many outdoor opportunities, there's really no trails, mountain bike trails or outdoor trails that exist in Bradley County. But today we can say that is no longer the case. So before we actually cut this ribbon and start this race, there are some people that I really want to make sure that we thank. Again, this is not just one person. This truly was a large team of people that has made this happen. And I just want to give some thanks right now. Stan Pegram. Stan is not with us today. Stan is a member of Broad Street United Methodist Church, and Stan is also a cyclist. He rides mountain bikes, road bikes, and Stan was one of the people that early on was a champion of this within the church, and really went to bat on this vision with the church. And we are very thankful that Stan really helped champion the vision for these trails to Broad Street United Methodist Church. So without Stan's early support, we would not be here today. Alex Everly. Alex, raise your hands here. When Charles and I first went to Broad Street United Methodist Church and said we have this crazy idea to build trails, Alex was the chairman of the Broad Street Johnston Woods Committee. And instead of saying there's no way in the world we would do that, instead of saying it's too much liability, he said that's a great idea, let's make it happen. So we're so thankful that Alex also is a very early champion for this vision. Adam Royce, who was supposed to have been here today, so keep his uncle in your prayers. His uncle actually just had a heart attack within the last hour, so Adam is not here with us. Charlie Harlan was also one of the early members of the Johnston Woods Trails Committee and was very instrumental in keeping our committee working in the right direction. Charles Nelson. Charles, raised your hand again. Charles really was Charles is the owner of Trailhead Bike Shop. Really, Charles was the one that had this initial idea to build trails out here, and really was the one that kind of got this up and running. Zach Gaston. Zach is also not with us today. He's actually building mountain bike trails in North Carolina right now, but we're very appreciative. Zach was here, who's on the ground doing a lot of work on the ground in the dirt. So we would not be opening these trails today without Zach being out here with a lopper and shovel and rakes and hose and pro hose doing all that he has done. This next guy, we got to give a huge round of applause. This next guy is Jerry Barrow.
Oh, yeah.
Jerry, raise your good hand.
Oh, yeah, raise it.
Jerry's retired from the Forest Service. Jerry's built mountain bike trails all over the country for the United States Forest Service, and we are so lucky that he lives right here in Cleveland. And Jerry has volunteered a lot of hours to this project. And literally, when I say this about this trail, I really mean this about Jerry. If Jerry had not done what he had done, this would still just be an idea. This would not be reality. So we owe Jerry a huge debt of gratitude. So thank you, Jerry. Also also want to thank Brian Arnett. Brian is the kind of the caretaker and keeper of this property, and Brian has also been very instrumental in working with us as we have been out here kind of disrupting his world at times. So we're thankful to Brian. And also David Apps, who is the financial manager from the church. He has made sure that we have at least stayed within our budget. So we're thankful to David. There are also many donors. Again, a project like this takes tens of thousands of dollars to do. And we've had some people who have given some very large donations, which we are very thankful. We've had some people who have given some small donations and everything in between. There's a few of those I want to really recognize today. Lavinia Johnston of the Johnston family, who donated some money early on to do our master plan. We had several mountain bikers from the McDonald area that are also were very generous with their money, and they don't always want to be named, but we're very thankful for their very generous donations. Bob Card, who also donated some money to build some equipment to build this. We really would not be here without his generosity. Best Buy Metals donated some of the materials for the kiosk back there, which is part of an Eagle Scout project. And one of the other donors, I'm glad we've got him here with us today, this big parking lot that you all see behind us, which really, a trail system of this size and magnitude, again, this is just phase one. This will eventually be up to 10 to 12 miles of trails. It cannot exist without adequate parking for people to park at. And parking lots are very expensive. Even a gravel lot like this, it is a very expensive undertaking. In fact, we would have probably spent as much money on the parking lot as the actual trails if we had not had a very generous donor within our community who was willing to say, you know what, this is a great project and we are willing to put our resources behind it. So we want to give a huge thank you to Jonathan Cantrell and Caldwell Paving. Jonathan has said from the get-go that he doesn't want any recognition, but I just want him to know that those of us who have been working on this, we know that this parking lot is such a big piece of this trail system. We're so very thankful for what Jonathan did for this project, but also what he does throughout the entire community. He and Caldwell Paving. So thank you very much, Jonathan. Thank you for being here today with us. I want to recognize there's a couple of quick Eagle Scout projects too, and then we'll cut the ribbon. Greer Bots actually built this nice, beautiful wooden fence that is on the perimeter of the parking lot. And Misha Schinberger also built this beautiful kiosk that will serve as a kind of the focal point of one of our trailheads. So we want to thank our local Eagle Scouts for also taking and for their contributions to this project. So I think we have. That's not everyone that needs to be thanked, but we're so thankful for the support of the community. So thankful for the members of the Johnston Trails Committee for what they've done. So we're great to kick off this event with the Tennessee Youth Mountain Bike Racing Series today. So let me ask the Trails Committee, Jonathan, Melissa, y'all come on up. We're gonna cut this ribbon. And kids, once all you young people that are racing to come on up here and kind of line here as well. We want you guys to be in this picture.
Leave your bikes, guys. I don't think there's enough room for bikes.
No bikes. We are going to have you guys kind of maybe do a little photo op ride here in a minute. But yeah, just you can put your bikes down.
Trailer down.
Now, Jerry's
Love that y'all want to bring your bike.
Jerry, you've got to go. Your baby. Not you wouldn't be here. Hey, you had gone to the Murphy and said, hey, I read about this in the paper. How do I get involved? This would have never happened.
One up here with kids, fella. You got it.
Yeah, maybe we can kind of get all you racers here on the side. The lead. Yeah, kind of here on the. Let's see, where? Hey Larry, do we need to move this sign right here? Is that okay?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Go get a good picture.
Are we ready?
Empty here.
Somebody count. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah!
All right, thanks everybody for coming. Eric, it's over to you now, Eric, wherever you are.
Oh, that's great. Let me give you Adam Royce, who's the director.